everybody, it's Pajama Life with our review of One Battle After Another and a year-end recap. Let's go.
What I'm doing here is I'm creating a closed circuit. So you don't accidentally detonate your charge.
Don't stop.
This is Bob Ferguson.
I was a part of the French 75.
Me and Mom used to run around and do some real bad shit.
I wanted to protect you from all your mom's stuff, from all my stuff, even though I know that's impossible.
They got her. Now they're coming after us.
I need to dispose of this one.
That's a kid. I don't do kids.
Just when you think you got a handle on things.
Let's go.
Hey everybody, it's Pajama Life, and with me are these two guys. David, say hey to the people.
Hey everybody, great to be with you tonight. Hope you all had a wonderful Christmas and Hanukkah and all those great things. Wonderful to talk to you about this movie and the year-end review.
Yay, Pat, say hey, welcome back.
Hey everybody, glad to be back. Can't wait to talk about this movie.
Yes, okay, since we'll get started, Pat, what did you think of One Battle After Another?
This was a really good movie. I love this a lot on several levels. Like I said, like you were talking about our year-end recap, this is on my best movies of the year overall. I mean, it was just really well done. And finally, Leonardo DiCaprio is playing someone who's his age. That was a refreshing maneuver for him to, be a parent, grandparent age almost, because he has been, but he's been playing teenagers and early 20s since he was 40 probably. So good to see that. I mean, really, really nice to see. Well done. Good movie about the whole conspiracy movements within a lot of the you see so much about it now with the fringe groups and stuff that we've been going through with our personal government, for lack of a better word, where it's been going through, where you got a lot of people, a lot of crazy theories, and it's getting hard to know what's true. I mean, if you just pay attention just a little bit to the news, you probably have problems. I think all three of us are fairly well informed, so maybe not as gullible, but maybe it's just as gullible, because everybody in this movie seemed to be fairly smart people, but making some bad decisions. But really great performances. I can see why there's a lot of Oscar buzz about this. I mean, like I said, you got Benicio del Toro, a constant figure for anything every time he does a movie, he's in contention. DiCaprio, hit and miss sometimes. I mean, there's a lot of really, really, really good performances in this, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the story arc about a father and a daughter and really terrible things, and the daughter was really smart. I enjoyed the very end, and I won't spoil it for anybody, but damn, that was a good idea.
Yeah.
So everybody, I would recommend it. We'll see what the other two think about it, but I really loved it.
Me too. I thought this was amazing. And it's on my best of the year too. And I didn't expect it because I guess I didn't know what to think of it. And I was just kind of like, what is this about? And then as it kept going, and I mean, it moves fast. And before you know, I mean, it's long. It's over 2.5 hours long. But every minute of it is filled with something you need to pay attention to. And the star power in this is just incredible. I mean, from DiCaprio, Del Toro, and what's the guy from Scandal is in it? And back in the day, Kevin Tighe from, was it Adam? I don't know, one of those movies TV shows back in the day. And Tiana Taylor. I mean, I did not know that she could act like this. That was such a really interesting role. And Paul Thomas Anderson, one of my favorite movies of his is Magnolia. And Tom Cruise really should have won the Oscar for that movie. because he has his ability to weave these stories and interesting, different, quirky kind of stories and make them really come to life. And this is based on Thomas Pynchon's, loosely based on his book Vinland. So you should go back and take a read of that. And that's where you get some of the uniqueness of it, because Thomas Pynchon is a very unique writer. And this is something, it's unexpected. I think that I didn't see them really as conspiracy theorists, but as revolutionaries trying to fight against the oppression. You saw them fighting against what's happening on our southern borders, the unfairness there. You saw some of the dirty tricks that were being played in these movements. And same things kind of happening that happened in the 60s that the original source material references kind of are happening now. So very, very interesting. And the other person I want to talk about, Sean Penn.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. He was so villainous and creepy and weird. He was a weirdo. But just, it was such a departure to me for him to see him, to see him so elderly. You know, I remember him and Madonna together back in the 80s or
Spicoli, you know, come on.
Spicoli is now the man. I mean, you know, of the man, not Jeff Spicoli. I mean, God, this is one of those, you live long enough and you become the villain in the story. I mean, he really has. But his role was incredible. And you know that guy, you know, especially in the DC area, you know that type of guy. Yeah. And so it's just like, oh my God, he nailed it. And so what a great story. I'm trying to do it spoiler free, but the young actress who played the daughter, she's incredible. Regina King is incredible. Right. Little snippet of her. It's just so much emotion. It's everybody needs a nomination on this. Just amazing. David, what'd you think?
Well, you know, not to contradict you guys. Just kidding. I loved it. This was, I'm right there with you guys. Sean Penn, amazing in the villain, really channeling his inner Stephen Miller here with that. I was just really impressed with this. I had a chance to read the reviews of this before I saw it, actually quite some time before I saw it, and was really excited about the story and what we were going to see. And it didn't disappoint. This was a really, not only a well-crafted film, and again, based on a fictional book that obviously had a lot of real things. It was based on a realism of its time. And the clock has turned where it's not only a wonderful story to see today, but incredibly timely as we look at things. So I think sometimes the 2025, there is a lot of how to become a revolutionary. I think there are those kind of things in some of the genres, and that might wind up in some of our best or worst selections tonight as well. Highly recommend this movie. Everybody should see it. Definitely is one that we'll be talking about again come Oscar time here in just a couple of months.
Yep. I can't wait to see how it's going to shake out. And if it doesn't, then you know that there's something underfoot and underhanded happening in our media. But yeah, definitely we all agree. See immediately one battle after another. And read the book Vinland by Thomas Pynchon. All right. This is our favorite time of the year where we talk about what are the best and the worst in movies and TV that we looked at this year, either with the show or on our own. And we're going to start with our best of, I got to find my list. I had to write it down. Okay, let's talk about our top, let's do our top movies this year. Who wants to start? Okay, I'll go first. So my top three are One Battle After Another, Freaky Tales, and Sinners. All three of those were just like incredible. I think Sinners and One Battle After Another will be on a lot of Oscar lists this year. I think they all had something really quirky and different and unique, but also talking about the Black experience and taking it to the man. Taking it one way or the other. David, what are your three favorites this year?
Three favorites. All right. Well, one, I think, and this was for me, yeah, maybe it's just a recency bias, but I have to go with it. The song, I was singing it before, the Hugh Jackman film, Song Sung Blue.
Oh my God, I just saw that this weekend.
Okay, Song Sung Blue.
That's number one. I was just, what a beautiful, incredible movie. I love this. To me, that's number one.
Okay.
A lot of good stuff this year that I have seen. Sinners, I think, does stand out because it has taken the genre of the vampire story in a new direction. And I think that's really hard to do. We saw a retelling of Bram Stoker's Dracula that I thought was very inventive and from a cinematography standpoint. But it's like, man, how do you reinvent the vampire story? Well, this is how you do it.
Yeah.
And my goodness, lots to do there. So I think those two that really stand out. And this is hard. A third one, I'm gonna go with something a little out of the ordinary, and I'm gonna go back almost a year ago to the Love Hurts, the movie with Short Round, a Valentine's Day movie last year.
What?
Yeah.
What?
There were a lot of good movies.
Oh my gosh! Love Hurts.
Really cool, kind of. It's a little different. And hey, there are three of us. We should expect to have a few difference of opinions. But I love this badass bad guy turning into a very gentle person, and then kind of rechanneling his Walter Mitty to become the hero again. I thought that was a really wonderful show. So those are my top three movies in a year where there were actually a lot of good ones with Fantastic Four, some of the other adventure films. But those are my top three.
Okay, Pat, what we got?
Okay, now I didn't want to do Song Sung Blue because it was so recent, but I just saw yesterday.
It's in 2025. I mean,
and I can tell you for a fact my wife was weeping because it is that moving, and it was amazing. And Hugh Jackman is the real deal. And God, why have we not had Kate Hudson singing up till now?
Isn't that right?
She was killing it. Yeah, I know she got her start in a movie about music. You know, I can't remember what
Almost Famous. Yeah.
I can see the movie poster in my head, the glasses. Yes. But so she's obviously been in this, and man, she killed it. Yeah. And Hugh Jackman, of course, no surprise, he can do it. I mean, he's been, Tonys and Tonys and Tonys. I mean, he's the real deal.
Yes.
I mean, that was amazing. And I wouldn't put it on there because we hadn't reviewed it. It was just brand new, but it kicked something off my list, so I won't talk about what it was.
Okay.
The other choices I had, I will tell you, if you haven't seen Song Sung Blue, I bought 2 Neil Diamond records today, by the way. I am. Well, I already had a couple of them, but there were some missing chunks because my parents used to listen to Neil Diamond constantly, and I was having that rebellion thing way into my 60s here about not wanting to do that. But here we are. I bought 2 more because I'm like, okay, it's cool again. But that one for sure, and I really, really did love Frankenstein, the Guillermo del Toro.
Yes.
Yeah.
What a wonderful take on that. I mean, it was
Yeah.
a much more articulate beast. The monster, explained why he was, and Guillermo del Toro's vision for horror is always spot on.
And how beautiful it looked.
Grand slam all the way around. Acting was good. Oscar Isaac was sympathetic but not sympathetic, which is what you should be if you're Victor von Frankenstein, so for sure. And then surprisingly, I went with 2 horror movies this year. Sinners was my 3rd favorite.
Yes.
What a great take on the vampire mythos. I mean, because it's vampires, werewolves, Frankenstein, zombies have been done, well, for lack of a better pun, to death. Yes, they've all been done to death, and but this was a fresh breath of fresh air from the corpse, as it were. I mean, it was really well done, and it was done in such a way that it wasn't just plowing up the same ground we plowed so many times with so many movies. Really liked it. Good vision, excellent performances all the way around. Totally top notch.
Yeah.
All right, so we all agree Sinners is the best of the year. All right. Next is our best TV shows. And I will start with Castle Impossible. This is a little show on HBO Max and HGTV about a couple who was renovating an inherited chateau in France. And that couple is just so lovely and so sweet. They're a young couple, and it's just very interesting to hear the stories and then see a renovation of an actual chateau that King Louis slept in, and how they are preserving it for the future. And I just loved it. I know it's unexpected. I debated it, but I just love it so much for reality. And then my second one, boy, this was a hard one because there's so many. The Diplomat, but I went to Paradise. OMG, Paradise. Just, especially when you figure the twist on it and then what happens after that. And it is incredible from start to finish. I didn't know what was going to happen, what was going on, but man, they wrapped it up and made you can't wait for season 2. So Paradise is on my list. And then final one is, of course, Andor. I mean, come on. Every second of this series was just beautiful, well written, well acted, looked amazing, just tip top of TV movie making, one of the best Star Wars, if not the best Star Wars series that they've had, and just incredible. And I'm just sad that there won't be a second one. I mean, another season, but it makes sense. They stopped it where they're supposed to stop it, and it is just perfection. Okay, Pat, best TV shows.
You know what I really liked the most? I'm pretty sure it was this year. Was The Pit.
Yes, I struggled with that. I'm glad you mentioned it.
What a great. I mean, medical dramas.
And the timing.
I mean, done to death since the 70s. I mean, really. I mean, we watched ER, which ironically, this is ER part 2.
Yeah.
I mean,
Literally.
I mean, really, because we got the same doctor, not the same doctor, but same actor playing a doctor, but he's
Yep.
not, instead of the greenhorn now, he is the experienced chief of medicine or whatever the hell he was.
Yeah.
Super well done, and the timing. They had enough quirky characters, enough odd cases to make it really just pop, 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 keep going. I loved it.
Yeah.
The second thing I really liked a lot was Fallout.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was an interesting take on a video. It's one of the better video game adaptations I've seen.
Oh, without a
there's
doubt.
There's been some real stinkers. We don't need to mention Mortal Kombat. Still, which it'll never die. It'll never die.
It won't die. It won't.
I mean, it's well done. I mean, I'd watch Walton Goggins sell insurance.
Yes.
Great
Very
hours.
good.
He is the attraction. Everything he's been in has been top notch. I mean,
yeah.
Even
Vice Principals.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes. Vice Principals, the Fabulous Wonder Sons, Uncle Baby Bobby Billy. Love him. I mean, everything he's in is good. And even with the makeup, you can still tell it's Walton Goggins. They have enough flashbacks that come back through that you see him being him. I mean, super good. I mean, for a video game adaptation, it's really outkicked its coverage. I'm just saying, for real. Other things I love this year, the last one I would probably put in was Only Murders in the Building. They keep doing really good jobs.
Yeah.
Do a really good job of dragging people back into the. I mean, you think you know the formula. You know the formula. Martin Short, Martin Short's going to be what he is. Steve Martin's going to be what he's going to be. And you got Selena Gomez, and they're all doing their own little characters, but they put them in enough different situations. Each one of them kind of emerges and exposes new facets of their characters. So really, really enjoyed that.
Yeah, good list. David, what'd you think?
Well, I tell you, I agree so much with both of you guys on your list. Paradise is up there for me. The Pit, I love that with Noah Wiley. I agree with you guys. Just to kind of change it up a little bit, because I think this was a really good year for watching TV. And that's not just because I was on administrative leave for the better part of it. It didn't have anything else to do. But some of the things else that I would add for your consideration, everybody. Hacks with Gene Smart.
Oh, yes.
What a great
Absolutely.
show. Everybody nailed it. And even one of the best, her co-star had one of the best acceptance speeches ever. Go Birds and Bleep Ice. I mean, that set the tone and the pattern for, I think, a lot of people across the country. So I want to put Hacks on my list as one of the pieces. I would say another really, really good one for me was definitely the Stranger Things. I was excited to see this last season coming up. We've got, I guess, one more episode. They dropped Christmas, but they're going to tease us out to Christmas Eve. There's some other shows too. I don't want to go on too long, but the other one, in my mind, it wasn't just the best programming on television, streaming or regular cable, whatever, but it really reminded everyone why Star Wars was a cultural phenomenon, and that the original movie, it wasn't just like a big blockbuster for summer. It was a film that had multiple Oscar nominations, including Best Picture. Remember that anytime you hear bad, cheesy dialogue or repetitive storylines or bad jokes, remember the first movie was up for Best Picture of the year and did win Best Editing. Thank you, Mrs. Lucas. You were the star behind everything with the editing work. But Andor just was incredible. This was beautiful storytelling, great acting. Every performance there deserved. Nobody did better than anyone else in those categories. They could have won every category legitimately. The best villains, the best heroes, the best episodes, the music, the costumes. This was storytelling at its finest. Tony Gilroy is a master, and it is an important story today as we,
Sure is.
I don't know, hypothetically need to try to remember how to overthrow an authoritarian, illegitimate government. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something to keep in mind. So those are some of those shows to watch, man. And so binge those and have a blast. I can't help but rewatch Andor over and over and over again.
Yep. And all these that we talked about, I'm sure all of us have watched it more than once.
Yeah.
But I want to sneak a category in of best documentaries. And for me, there were 3 this year that were amazing. One, The Evolution of the Black Quarterback. If you have not seen that, it is incredible. Michael Vick is the kind of star and host, and he goes around and talks to various Black quarterbacks, current, and then tells the story of past, which Black men have been a part of quarterbacking since over 100 years now. That's not well known, but they were. And it was only until, Jim Crow and segregation kind of ruined it. But you get to see the story of how the Black quarterback has advanced. And then there is a series of documentaries on Netflix called Trainwreck. Those are hilarious and very well done and very short. They're like 21, maybe 30 minutes. But the best one is the Mayor of Mayhem about the Canadian mayor who was a crackhead and just crazy. It is fantastic TV. And then my final documentary is The Quilters on Netflix. If you have not seen that, it is a beautiful, beautiful documentary about a quilt making program in a maximum security prison. And the inmates make quilts for children in need and hospice. And it is just, you feel all the feels on that one. So definitely, if you haven't, check out The Quilters. It is beautiful. And do you guys, I know I kind of sprung it on you, but do you have a favorite documentary this year?
One that stands out to me, and I encourage everyone to see it. Actually, I'm going to give you 2, although one isn't from just this year. But for this year, Age of Disclosure, which is a serious, thoughtful discussion on the UFO footage, videos, evidence that it's out there, and the actual folks, some of them in government currently, who have had some interactions with the data surrounding these issues. Really encourage you to look at Age of Disclosure. It's on Prime. It's wonderful. We talked about, you saw Pat and I kind of go goo-goo over the Song Sung Blues here. That was also based on a documentary. Now, it's not from this year, but if you're going to see the film, and I hope everybody does, maybe buy some Deal and Diamond, watch the documentary. I haven't done that yet, but I'm really encouraging people to do that to kind of see the one of the origin pieces of this beautiful, beautiful movie that I think just was one of the most positive, tear-jerking stories that I've seen in a long, long time.
The Eddie Vedder bit. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So much.
Oh my gosh, I have to see this. We'll definitely put it on for review coming up. Pat, do you have any documentaries that?
Well, the one that I keep coming back to, and it really messed with my Spotify rap this year, is the Yacht Rock one with the Yacht Rock or the Billy Joel.
I love it.
Both of those are like so intertwined, and man,
yes,
I dug into
love it.
I can tell you that it was like maybe my second most popular genre, and I listen to a lot of music. Just FYI, for those of you that don't know me, I teach people that are doing projects and stuff. So they're not. I just have background music running. So I did like 91,000 minutes of music this year. I listened to a lot of music. I'm just going to tell you. And yacht rock was my number 2 genre after pop punk, which is definitely mine.
That is an amazing documentary.
It was so good, and well, that was the yacht rock was really interesting, and also the Billy Joel to a certain extent was.
Oh yeah,
you know, I loved hearing all the stuff about Billy Joel because I've lived.
And Sly and the Family Stone. Sly Lives about Sly and the Family Stone. That was incredible too. I mean, just so much good stuff.
There really has been.
Music documentaries are so good because they're not just all going to talk. They're going to show you music. They're going to show you performances, even if you're not just interested in hearing about what Billy Joel was doing in the '80s with Christy Brinkley, which who wasn't interested in that. But I mean, you're going to hear all the other stuff, and even in between, when you're not listening to that, you're going to hear some really good music, and you're like, "Damn, I forgot how good Dan Fogelberg was." And he is really good. I bought that album after that whole thing, and I was like, how did I not have this album already? But I'm just saying, super good. I love, like I said, music documentaries are really good. I haven't seen the Bruce Springsteen biopic yet, but I am definitely on.
Yeah, that's definitely coming on the schedule. Okay, now let's talk about the worst TV series of the year, and this is going to be a shocker for somebody. Star Wars Skeleton Crew. Terrible, awful, yuck. That's what I say. It was just dumb. They shouldn't have even made it. It shouldn't even come out. It was just awful and terrible and dumb, and I did not enjoy it at all.
Well,
I bet David stew on it.
I'm just going to tell you that, and this is going to hurt you, Pam, a lot. I can't. And okay, full disclosure, I used to love Survivor back in the day when it first came out, and reality TV was amazing. Man, there is not a piece of reality TV that I would walk 2 inches to go watch. Reality TV is the vast wasteland and the dumbing down of America. I can't even. There's too much reality TV.
Get to your
and I get it. I get it that they want to. I get it from a business standpoint. It's great TV for them because they don't have to hire writers. They just kind of get everybody drunk and put them in a room together and let shit go and see how it goes.
They're actually, a lot of them are scripted. They don't say that.
But I know somebody that was actually on The Bachelor, and she told me that, man, all they do is they pump you full of drinks all the time because it makes better TV. So I have zero interest in watching people. You know, if I watch a train wreck, I'll go to.
But what is your worst show?
To be really honest, I can't put my finger on it. It's a
well, get out of here.
Sorry, they're all so bad. They're equally
not Castle Impossible. David, what is your worst show of the year?
Well, that's all. There was a lot of good stuff. I'm gonna piggyback on what Pat said because I think there's so much truth in it. Anything that a Kardashian does is just.
I'm sorry, but All's Fair was good. That wasn't a reality, but it was good.
Everything they do just makes this country worse.
No, please.
They have napalmed. They have napalmed culture.
They are hardworking women who do their best and are billionaires because of what they do. So they can't be too shabby. But
money doesn't mean everything. In this
Donald Trump's a great guy too. So
yuck. Okay, now let's go to the worst movie of the year.
Okay,
this will wrap it up for us. David, come on with your worst movie of the year.
Well, I was going to give my Mortal Kombat reference, but Pat already did that. So I'm going to go with Tron. I'm going to go with Tron Ares.
Oh my God, we have the same movie, Dave.
It was
you tell your truth, and I'll tell you mine afterwards. Go on.
Oh God, just so bad. No one asked for this. No one asked for this. The Tron movies are so bad. Hasbro couldn't even get a crowd-funded 3 3/4 action figure set made from the original movie. They couldn't get 5,000 people to order these things ahead of time. Tron Ares was just bad. God bless it. But man, this was just this was a train wreck waiting to happen. This was like a train that was on a track that wasn't built. This was bad.
Did it wait for the wreck, or did it just happen? It just happened.
I was almost going to put it on there, but Pat, follow on with what David said, because mine is different.
Okay, so Tron Ares. I mean, okay, Dave does not sound like he's the fan that I am. I loved the first Tron.
Yeah, me too.
Loved it.
I love the sequel too.
And the second one was pretty solid too. I just rewatched it this weekend, and I'm like, man, why did they go so bad with? And then I can tell you with 2 words: Jared Leto. Okay.
Yes.
And hey, the thing is, he got an Oscar for the Millionaires Buyers Club or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Good in that. Okay, but since then he's done nothing but things that should be swirling around your commode on the way to the toilet. I mean, the terrible Morbius he tried to do. This was terrible.
Yeah.
Hey, go make some good songs. 30 Seconds to Mars was not a bad band. I enjoyed them. I've seen them live. They were really pretty good. But he's not. He's gonna have to be a little bit more selective with his choices. This was a terrible choice.
Yeah.
And it felt unfinished, and maybe it felt forced. Like he's like, I need to have a Tron movie because I can do this. This will be great.
I think he was a big fan. He was a big fan of the movie.
He was. He is.
And so he wanted to make something about. I think he liked the master. What is it? The master program. Yeah. And so, but this ain't it. This ain't it.
This was just like Morbius. Like, man, the thing is, I love comic books. I love Tron. Do I think I should be in a movie about either one? Hell no. Because I know I'm not an actor. Jared, stick to music. Like I said, your bands.
Well, great actor, just not this.
You may be a great actor, but this was not your vehicle, my friend.
Yeah. Well, mine is. It was so painful. War of the Worlds. Oh my gosh. That was awful. That was terrible. There was nothing redeeming about it. It was just super bad. Every bit of it was a mess. You could tell it was something they rushed through during COVID, and it was it didn't even
put it out.
No, they should have just taken the loss on it and got the insurance money and called it a day and never let that see the light of day. Nobody came out looking good from that mess. That was horrific. That was terrible. And I have a runner-up and a genre complaint, which is my runner-up, a Jonas Brother Christmas movie. That was absolutely terrible.
For missing that shit. Thank you.
Yes, because they could have just released a concert movie singing the 7 new songs they created, and that would have been fire. But that mess they put out, I was like, who in the chopped up script room? And it was terrible. It's unwatchable from start to finish. I didn't even try to listen to the song. I was speeding my way through it. It was so bad. It was so bad.
I feel like Neo in the Matrix. I'm just watching those bullets come by and going, woof. And you guys caught those bullets. Cataract surgery.
It went to me. That was, and that should have been
a really bad movie.
Oh my God. That should have been something that nobody ever should watch.
That movie actually could end Christmas movies for.
I mean, it was terrible. But I tell you what, I have a big complaint this year about the Christmas movie genre. And please go back and look at my reviews because there's an insidious, nasty message that's being perpetrated by these big companies, CBS, Paramount, all these, with this line that Black people should not be professionals and that women should kind of shrink themselves to be in the house or have some small job but not be corporate. And I just think that that is some BS. It's some sexist, racist kind of messaging that's out there, and I don't like it. And so these companies better stop it because I'm going to be watching them very closely and putting my 2 cents in. Maybe I'm just a small channel, but hopefully it'll be amplified that we don't want sexist, racist, Jim Crow era messaging in our holiday movies. Stop it. Okay. Well, that is our holiday movie critique, our best and worst. If you have best and worst movies that you would like to share, please do so in the comments. And this year, something else we're beginning to see, which is terrible, which might be, we might see more of the infiltration of the administration into media landscapes and authoritarian control over media, which stop it. We don't like that either. So cut it out. And one other thing, if you don't like this content on this channel, stay off of it. And somebody's been coming on putting in nasty messages, and you can go and suck an egg for all I care. Stay off the channel. But on a more positive note, we wish you very merry holidays. Have a great, happy new year. The new year, we're going to come with some new things and some different types of activities we'll be doing on the channel, and hope that you'll be able to tune in, maybe looking into a podcast where we're just talking about what's going on out here in America, our thoughts, and as well different types of reviews. David, how about your end of year message for the people out there?
Well, thank you very much. Well, let's just cut to the chase. I hope you have a great New Year's, and hopefully you and yours will have a really positive year in 2026. Thanks for joining us. We have a lot of fun, the three of us together. We're thinking a lot alike this episode, which isn't always the way it is, but I certainly wish everybody.
It finally came around.
I don't know, but
yes, you did, Pam.
No.
Bless you all, and merry, guys. Take care.
Pat, give us your end of the year holiday message.
Well, everybody be thankful for what you got because you never know what tomorrow's going to bring.
That's
Again, I would tell you, drink up a glass of water every day. Get out and walk around a little bit. Make sure you stay healthy because you never know what you're going to need to be able to run from. So, all right, everybody, have a great holiday. Cheers to y'all.
And take care of yourselves, your spirit, and your body. And we'll see you next year on Pajama Life. Mwah! Take care.